We are recording.
We're recording?
Yeah, that's what got me pissed off about. Because it flagged on my phone, like, because I sign up to, like, new newses and that, information. Mm-hmm. And the first thing it came up with, as I was reading it, is that we're taking the recording feature off the Spotify for podcast app. Which I'm like, well, that doesn't make fucking sense, because that means I've got to, like, record it by downloading a recording app. Mm-hmm. And then upload it manually on the phone. Which is like taking the piss.
Yeah, a bit.
You know, like, because Anchor was owned by Spotify, so they then got rid of the Anchor app and then made it into like Spotify for podcasts.
Yeah.
And then they're like, then obviously they added like videos and that, which is fine because I like videos. Mm-hmm. And then after they've done that, they've now like said, for this year, we're going to take the recording feature off. And they're going to take the analytic feature off as well.
Huh.
Which I don't fucking get. I don't fucking get it.
No, that doesn't make sense at all.
No. Are they, like, trying to shut down, like, Spotify for podcast?
Yeah.
But that means they do that. How the fuck they're going to transfer all your stuff over... Anyway. Okay. Second thing.
Yeah.
You know Google, which has their own Google podcast?
I didn't know. But
Google Podcast? It's just called Google Podcast.
I didn't know that existed. But
yeah. Hold on. Can't see fucking car. Yeah. So what they're literally doing on Google for Podcast is they are getting rid of for podcast, Google for Podcast. It's now going to be YouTube Podcast.
Oh, of course it's got to be YouTube.
So, for Google for Podcast, which you used to do, they're going to pull it, and then you have to then go into your settings on your podcast, copy your link, and then do go into YouTube.
No, sorry, yeah.
And then upload it to your YouTube Spotify podcast. Mm-hmm. But let's be honest, we have our YouTube channel has never been used since 2008.
No.
No.
That's not right. I would have been 7. Do you mean 2018?
I meant that. Right.
Yeah.
We have 6 followers. Okay. And we don't use it at all.
Yeah.
If I then upload it all up to Spotify, what's the point? Because people just think it's a dead channel.
Yeah.
Unless I create another channel. But then not the effort, but then create another channel. But like, why can Google just go on your like your Spotify account and just go here? Because I did do all my URI links, all of that stuff. Did that. Why can't it just go on there and go here? Here's the link. We'll just do it automatically on your YouTube account. Yeah. We'll just transfer over. No, you have to copy your link and then go into your account and then do it manually. I'm glad I broke up in college the 18th. Because fucking literally, all I'm in is I'm in now just for theory, for catching up theory. Yeah. And then the college moaned at me, because I was told not to come in this Monday, which I didn't come in because of exam, and they only have LSAs up to 1, because that's when LSAs come free for maths. Yeah. And I was told not to come in, and then I got told off today for not coming on a Monday. And Mum's like, you're going to go in at 9 o'clock. But yeah, if I go at 9 o'clock, I get told off because I haven't got any medical support. I've had enough of this shitty college. Yeah. Like, they pride themselves of, like, giving students their voice. But yet, as soon as you give their voice, like, your opinions and that, the NSAs, or, like, just talking about staff generally, they don't listen or they just shut it down. I mean, that's when I was doing student rep, right? I did it for a year.
Yeah.
I mean, it's cars time. I did all the things like I said, this needs doing, and they never got done. So I kind of, but I'm going to leave and get a job and work somewhere else.
Yeah.
I've been there for 6 years,
Yeah.
which is like, I don't know how I managed this for 6
don't know how
years.
you've done it.
I don't know how the fuck I did it.
I did 4 years, and that was like maximum.
I mean, that's just dedication on my part.
Yeah.
But I had to like redo my GCSEs, so.
Yes.
Because Farnham Gate fucked up my GCSEs because I didn't enter all my coursework into the exam. So all that coursework which I did since year 7 was destroyed. It's thrown in the bin, never got entered in.
Yeah.
So I left, came ungradable, and then had to go to college, and then had to like, I didn't do GCSEs, but I did equivalent GCSEs.
Yeah. Which is so freaking bizarre. Because like, it's weird, because like what was it?
Stop. You're pulling me, dog.
It was about, it was roughly about 3 or 4 years that we were going to the same college, wasn't it?
Yeah, I don't know what year it was, I have no clue what year.
Because, when did you start going to Suffolk Rural? Is it, hang on, do you go to Suffolk Rural?
Yeah, so when I went, I went to Otley when I was in 2007, I went to Otley. No. 2009.
No.
Yeah.
We would have been 8. 2019?
2019.
2019.
I meant that.
Because
that's when I went, because I remember going from 2017.
when were you going to Suffolk New?
So I left in that year.
2019.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I was there for 1 year, but I remember, wasn't it it was 18, wasn't it, before?
Yeah.
So I remember that changing.
Yeah, because it was 2020 when COVID happened, wasn't it?
Yes.
Hello?
No, this is the shadow.
Oh. Yeah.
So I remember that changing, and then I did that year, and then that's when Otley failed the Ofsted, and then I left.
Yeah, because by the time that you left for Otley was when I started my art course at Suffolk New. So...
You did, yeah, I remember you doing art and gaming.
Yeah, so I did...
But I wasn't there for gaming.
Yeah, because I did...
I joined your art, and you did something else, didn't you?
So what I did...
I remember I was there for 2 years for your college.
Yeah. I did 3 years of games design. 1 year in, I think I was like level 2.
Yeah.
And then I did 2 years in level 3.
Yeah.
And then after that, because there isn't anything higher at level 3.
Stop, you're pulling my finger. That actually did hurt.
Because there isn't anything higher than level 3 for games design.
No.
I went to foundation art.
Yeah.
I don't know why I did foundation now that I think about it. That doesn't make much sense.
But I think at the time when you're in college, you don't think about it.
Yeah, you don't.
You don't.
And that was the year that COVID happened, and that was not a very good year for college for me.
I really want to do Henry level 2, so I did my level 1, passed out with distinctions. I've got merits actually.
Yeah, which is really pretty dang good, to be honest.
But then I couldn't do level 2 because they do all my medical needs. They do all my medical needs, and also that the fact was I'm statemented through my Erlen. They wouldn't say it to my face, but they're like, "Oh, have you had a seizure? I had like an epileptic seizure in the what do you call it? The hair in the salon." But I'm like, I know people who have epilepsy and they work in the salon.
Yeah, like, do they
and I know people who've been to Suffolk New who've had epilepsy who are doing a level fucking 2.
Do they have anything in the salon that would trigger a seizure?
Well, it's only flashing lights and stress.
Yeah.
But they know that
But,
they know about lights because they always kept going like, don't look, there's a light flashing. So they knew. I knew that they knew the open signs. The fact was, they didn't want me because for me to level 1, we had to fight because I'm now in the situation where I am now. Is I'm now behind my animal care stuff. Not my fault. But kept me for 6 months, for 6 weeks. And I had that of level 1, but I was only off for like less than 6 weeks, probably 5 weeks I was off. But yeah, I catch up so goddamn quick. But then, and I was way ahead when everybody else was still down here. So I passed all my stuff, and then they went, oh, the level 2 work was gonna be so much harder. But the fact was, like, just my teacher said, you learned the colour wheel. I was like, yeah, learned the colour wheel. It's not hard.
No.
I was like doing like a little bit of bleaching. I was doing, not bleaching, but like learning how to dye hair.
Yeah.
So I was learning the colour wheel and I was learning bits and pieces of my own bag at home about level 2 stuff. So I was preparing to do level 2, and then it was like when I went to enrol, the head of lady who didn't want me to do it, she went, you can't do it because there's an exam and we don't think you'll be able to go for the exam. But I was like, how do you know? How do you know I won't be able to do the exam? And it's because it's up to the teachers if they want to do it or not. Yeah. And the teachers didn't want me to, my teachers did not want me to do the exam, so I was kicked off the course.
It really pisses me off.
They had 10 students this year who couldn't do level 1 and level 2. They only took on 4 students for level 1.
That's so bizarre.
They're so nicky and picky who they want in hair and beauty that people who had the right qualifications, don't get me wrong, had the right qualifications, okay, it was their attitude, not attitude, but what you call it, they're like, you know, missing lessons in schools and that. So they weren't allowed on. But the students who had GCSE, who had grades, who were good at school, you know, Jonas was not, but didn't really miss school education, got turned down, even though they met the criteria.
Oh,
don't worry.
It's 11:30.
They met the criteria to do level 2. They got turned down. They got, no, you can't do this, and they got shoved down the foundation.
That's so bizarre. It pisses me off that happened, because the thing is, when I went,
I never had that media. They always push you to like do level 2 work.
Yeah, because the thing
I
is,
was allowed to do level 2, but I just chose to do hair and beauty instead.
Yeah, because the thing is, I went to go enroll because I wanted to go straight into level 3 games design.
Yeah.
However, I didn't pass my English exam, GCSE.
You put it on side though, don't you?
Yeah, so what she did was I passed the right amount of, because you got to pass maths and English and then a certain number of GCSEs.
Yeah.
I had my maths. I had the right number of GCSEs. So what she did, she said, right, you could do level 2 and do your English alongside.
Yeah.
And then once you got that sorted, you can go into level 3 after. Which I did. She was great about it. I did that. Went into passed. Can I just say, the college in helping you pass your freaking exams that you couldn't in high school are so much freaking better.
Yeah, they are.
Because in high school, I was not very good in terms of my exams. I go to college, I get what is a level 6 now these days?
Don't know. It's all numbers now.
It's all numbers. It used to be letters. 6, which isn't, this is pretty dang good. It's way better than I was expecting. And I was able to go to level 3, did great. I got merits for all my game design stuff. But my tutors were like really freaking nice.
I mean, the teacher.
And like the fact that I hear that your tutors were like really bitchy.
I mean, Jess was fine, and it was Jess and the other lady who was beauty, she was lovely. Jo was lovely. The other teachers said they don't want someone who is gonna do not the GCSE. But I said, well, can I do GCSE? No. There was not an option for me to do GCSE. And they just said, so I'll go to Oxford College. Yeah, you go to Oxford College, that's good for you. I'm like,
That's
you're
so
pushing me off the course because you don't want me on there. And yet, Jess's report, I got extinctions in there and I was capable enough to do it. But the teacher was like, no, because I don't know how you're going to cope with exams. It's like, how the fuck do you know? Unless I do it. You know? And I've done like, my exams for like, basically like the exam is like, you got to tell this person like what you've got to do with the hair, what you've got to do with like dyeing and all that. You know, like one of those like, I have to explain it to people, which is fine, I can't explain it to people. The fact is, it's like, they don't kind of like, stuff and it's like, yeah, bye, and that was it. Oh, we see you soon. I was like, oh, you're not fucking seeing me soon. Fuck that shit. Ain't coming back. Then came to Otley, and then I've got a bitchy progress tutor. I've never met someone who's like high school level.
Ew.
Like she's like from like she when you see her, when you talk to her, it's like she's from high school, like really strict. And I couldn't go to Google Classroom. She said, yes, you can. You can access Google Classroom. I said, I can't access it at home. I was so excited. I'm like, nothing wrong on our side. I was like, I can't access it. So I couldn't access it. So then I get an email, and she's like, you didn't read an email? I was like, well, no, because I can't access my Google Classrooms. I can't access my emails. And I accessed it at college, and she's like, you need to fill in your hours, you need to do this and this. And like, you need to go and Gopher. And I sent an email, how do you go to Gopher? Didn't get a response for a whole 6 weeks. Didn't get a response, how to go to Gopher. But yet they're more than happy to like murder you, bitch about you to do it, but they don't tell you how to fucking do it. Or they forget to tell you to do it. So then I'm at the point, I've literally done like sent for my maths, went to do English, had one exam to do, which is speaking, listening. No, you have to write a certain amount of essays. No, it's like 8 sentences. I spent most of my time on the 3 sentences trying to perfect it, right? No, 4 sentences. Then I came to the 8 sentences. I was trying to figure out how to like put it into sense. Because like stuff just flows around my brain, and it's just like you have to kind of like sit there for a few minutes and try like actually put it into sense. And I was trying to like do it. So I did 4 sentences. I had to do 8 sentences. Well, I had 5 minutes left until my time was up. I could not do 8 sentences in 5 minutes. So I know I didn't do that. And he's like, well, you don't have to come in if you pass English. I've then since found out that I'm in on Tuesday. I highly recommend that I haven't passed my English. But the thing is though, on the English one, if you do GCSE, you're allowed to scribe. But if you're doing entry level, you're not allowed to scribe. So this is what happened last year. Last year, I kept failing my English because of the scribing part.
Yeah.
It was like getting it down in paper part. And that's why I kept failing it. And they then turned around and said, if you keep failing it, you then have to stay in on summer to finish it. So basically, on the 18th, if I don't, because my that's
but
my.
They don't provide any.
Well, no, because the members of staff, the LSAs, end on the 18th, or they end the week before. So they're like, if you don't pass this, your English in your before you know from the 18th, you have to come in your summer holidays to do it. And I went, I'm not fucking coming in from summer holidays. Sorry, nah.
No. Like.
I've been told I'm going to fail my level 1 course anyway. So I've kind of got this. It's the college's fault. But you get this mindset of like, why should I go in? Because you keep telling me I'm going to fail this. So why the fuck am I coming in?
At that point, you're like, why should I bother?
Why should I bother turning up?
If you're not going to bother to help, Why should I put in the effort?
Oh yeah, they have.
Exactly.
The thing is, like, I went in last week, and you don't have 1-to-1. You have like the ASA.
Oh, it's starting to rain.
Right.
Okay, maybe we should cut this a bit short.
Because my phone will freak out.
Your phone will absolutely have a fit. So we're gonna end it now.
See you next week.
And we will see you next week. Yes, because my rotor goes back to normal.
Oh,
Hopefully,
handy.
fingers crossed.
See you next week then.
Yes.